Mr. Secretary, in April 2021, your department proposed a rule incentivizing public schools to incorporate critical race theory in U.S. history and civics classes. The rule cited Ibram X. Kendi's work and the 1619 Project as examples of the sort of ideas that the department would promote. However, just 3 months later, you backtracked on the plan and released a watered-down, updated guidance that didn't mention Ibram X. Kendi or the 1619 Project. Mr. Secretary, why did the department remove references to Ibram X. Kendi and the 1619 Project in its updated guidance?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. We take the role of supporting our districts and schools very seriously, and we know that decisions around curricular materials are best left to local districts, and we'll continue to have that belief as we move forward.
So the guidance was there telling teachers and schools, go teach about Ibram X. Kendi and 1619 Project. You took it out. Did you take it out because you decided ultimately that what they're teaching is inappropriate to teach our kids?
Well, as I said, Congressman Banks, we take the role very seriously of what we have, and the federal government doesn't have a role in curriculum, but what we recognize and what you mentioned illustrates
I'm asking whether or not it's appropriate. Mr. Kendi called Justice Amy Coney Barrett a white colonizer because she adopted 2 Haitian children. Do you think...
Think of how crazy that is. This woman adopted 2 Haitian children, and he called her a colonizer for it. Guys, what is going on?
That's appropriate to teach our kids?
What I was going to say earlier, sir, is...
Mr. Kendi also, in his book, he stated that capitalism is essentially racist. So at one point, you wanted to teach our kids.
You should probably tell that to Jay-Z and Beyonce and Oprah and all the other millionaires and billionaire African Americans who have benefited from capitalism. I wonder if they know they're taking advantage of a racist system.
Ibram X. Kendi's findings and his teachings that capitalism is racist. Do you believe capitalism is essentially racist?
What I was going to say, sir, is that this issue of
still not answering.
Even the grant proposals that we put out, where while we don't influence curriculum, has become the target of divisive culture wars, and we choose to stay above that and really focus on supporting our districts.
I don't know if it's
if you choose to stay above that, why did you put it in the curriculum to begin with? Come on,
man. Kendi argued that white people created the AIDS virus. Is that divisive?
Well, did he really say that? Now, I know Ibram X. Kendi is nuts and he's got some crazy ideas, but did he really say that white people invented the AIDS virus? Wow, that's crazy even for him. That's crazy for Alex Jones. Good Lord, y'all.
Sir, I would ask you to save the questions for perhaps that author. What I would say is we're focused.
It was in your original rules proposal. You wanted to teach our kids what Ibram X. Kendi and the 1619 Project said. 1619 Project teaches that Abraham Lincoln is a white supremacist. Is Abraham Lincoln a white supremacist?
Sir, again, you could choose to use your time to be divisive. I want to work together.
Mr. Secretary,
parents and students have asked me.
So the guy who fought to end slavery in this country was a white supremacist. You know, that doesn't surprise me, though, because now there's this rhetoric that you can be black and be white supremacist. They call Larry Elder a white supremacist. They've told me that because I'm married to a person of color, I'm an oppressor, and that's the only reason I'm married to her. So none of this surprises me, but just hearing it is still crazy, man. Abe Lincoln. What?
A rules proposal. You wanted to teach this garbage to our kids. You eventually backtracked on it. I was just hoping you would tell us you backtracked on it because ultimately you came to the conclusion that it's inappropriate to teach our kids critical race theory or some of the garbage that 1619 Project and Ibram X. Kendi teach. But apparently you don't want to tell us that today.
While you could choose to be divisive with your time, sir, I want to talk about what we're trying to do for the American people and
AKA, I don't like this question, sir, so I'm going to keep trying to evade it, and you're making me very uncomfortable. That's pretty much it, guys. Yikes. The stuff that they want to teach our kids. And I mean, here's another example of one of these bureaucrats. He's the head of the Department of Education, right? And he's asked straight up about the stuff that was included in the lesson plan that was subsequently taken out. We don't know why it was taken out. Probably because he started to feel the heat of including it. And he's trying to take the high horse and be like, you're being divisive with your questions. Dude, I'm just asking you about what you were trying to teach our kids. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Whew, crazy. Abe Lincoln. If Abe Lincoln is a white supremacist, then there's no help for any of us. Love you guys. Keep your minds free.